Peace, love, and blessings. This is the Sacred Empress Alitas, your melanated Mayan mystic, with your Mayan moon energy for today, February 24th, 2024. Today we're in the energy of the blue planetary hand. Let's get into it. The blue planetary hand is a blue sign. We know this is all about transformation. We can have a metamorphosis. We can change form. We can change our cycle. The blue hand is really important. Its focus is all about accomplishments. What you accomplish is based on what you know, and that knowing will heal you. You can heal by knowing what you can accomplish. This is definitely correlated to the storehouse of store or remembering. So today we might be remembering our past, especially events and people that transformed our lives. And it's all about putting your hands on things. Where do you want to really get into things? Where do you really have a good grip? Those things will transform you. Some well-known blue planetary hands: Amelia Earhart, Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, Lena Horne, Lewis Carroll, Barbara Walters, Anita Baker, Ellen DeGeneres, and Malcolm Forbes, to name a few. We are in the planetary tone of manifestation. This is the planetary spirit energy that we can do our magic in, because the magic is in the present moment. It's now. It's not our past. It's not our future. It's all about what we do right now. The tone of manifestation is perfect. Perfect means having all the required desired elements, qualities, characteristics, or to bring to completion. It's not being without fault. It's having elements that make up who you are. To produce is to make or manufacture from components or raw materials. So when you produce from being perfected or perfecting something, you will immediately manifest. It's an event or an action that shows something that has been produced or perfected. So this also is a day where something you have worked on will come to pass. The spirit tone of manifestation is one that we should work in today. This is based on a token, the Mayan calendar, known as the count of days. This is a picture of the calendar. There's 260 days, 20 signs, 13 tones or spirit energy. It correlates to 260 days, which is the gestation period for a human. When we have a baby, we always check for 10 fingers and toes, which is 20, and 13 joints, which make up the body. The Mayan calendar is divination, prophecy, and it gives direction. We always look to the calendar for answers to things that we are having issues with. We start with the year bearer, or the focus of the year, which is the white overtone wizard. The white lets us know that it's all about refinement this year. It's all about adjusting, organizing, making pure, detoxing, taking out what we already have that we don't need. The white wizard lets us know that we want to focus on enchanting, receptivity, and timelessness. Enchanting is what we say to ourselves over and over again. If you look at the picture of the white wizard, you'll notice that the eyes are closed. The white wizard is not focused on the outside world, but what is inside. So again, the enchant. What are you saying to yourself? What are you chanting to yourself over and over and over? Does that need to be adjusted? What are you willing to allow? Are you closed off and scared to experience life? Do you need to open your receptivity? What are you allowing? What do you need to limit? What boundaries do you need to set in place? And what situations seem like they're beyond time? Things that you want to stand the test of time and that time does not affect. The overtone tone of radiance, or the spirit energy of radiance, is all about empowerment. This year is all about empowering ourselves. empowering other people, commanding our space, our reality, our health, commanding the things that are important with us that are not other people. This energy is on play until July 24th. The transformation cycle. The transformation cycle is a 52-day period that teaches us about how to make and deal with changes. We can change form, and as I talked about before, we can metamorphosis. We can change form. We can change cycle where our outer reality is equal to our highest self concept. And we have 5 cycles in the calendar. This is the most intense of all the cycles. 40 of the 52 days are portal days. Portal days are energy that allows us to move from one level to another, one mindset to another. This year, the calendar, we're moving with the earth and the seasons, like seeds and so forth. The calendar is 260 days. The calendar we know is 365 days. So the calendar at least runs one full time. Sometimes it runs 2 times as well. This particular time we're moving just like the winter solstice. We are just like seeds. Um, this transformation cycle ends around spring, a little bit later, and a lunar eclipse. Then we'll have 52 days of a harvest, the ripen cycle. So, right now, we need to be working on transforming ourselves. And isn't it worth the time to plant seeds within ourselves to harvest with the plants and the trees during the spring? You do not have to take my word for it, but just try it and you will find out for yourself. The transformation cycle is ongoing up until March 25th. So we are in the 8th month of a 13-month lunar calendar. This is the galactic moon of integrity. Integrity is the state of being whole and undivided. 5 attributes of integrity are honesty, accountability, reliability, transparency, and ethics. What would that integrity look like on you? The state of being whole and undivided. What would that feel like to be whole and undivided? Being whole and undivided, what would you be in harmony with? And how would you live or how you living in that vibration? The galactic moon of integrity is in play until March 6th. We are in a current 13-day cycle of power, which is called a wave spell. We are in the white mirror wave spell that started February 15th. It lasts until February 27th. The focus is on reflection. The focus is on putting things in order. Really, it's all about perspective. We know with the white mirror, it's about refinement, it's about adjustment, it's about organization. If we can change our perspective, which normally people are under the impression of being a judge, being a victim, or a witness. When we are in the aspect of the judge, we sentence ourselves, we charge ourselves, we judge ourselves. When we're a victim, we feel like we don't have any power. We have given our power away. We don't know what our power is. And then we have the witness who just observes. So when we are able to switch perspective, understand what perspective we're coming from in any situation, we're able to reflect, change the order, and shift the endlessness. We can let go of being a judge. We can let go of being a victim. We can become a witness, become detached from our emotions, from our memories, and allow ourselves to be powerful in and of itself. Now, the white mirror wave spell also puts us in the matrix or the time capsule of self regulation. I cannot tell you enough about how important self regulation is. Self regulation allows us to take control of ourselves. Um, I also want to talk about self regulation in terms of um, managing our emotions and our behavior in accordance with the demand of a particular situation. It includes being able to resist highly emotional reactions to upsetting stimulus, to calm yourself down when you get upset, to adjust to a change in expectations, and to handle frustration without an outburst. Being able to switch your perspective is really important. Self regulation involves taking a pause between a feeling and an action, taking a deep breath when you feel something and deal with that feeling and that emotion before you act. Give yourself a moment to think things through, to make a plan, and be patient. Self regulation is so important because if you don't regulate yourself, life will regulate you. We are in a beautiful, auspicious time of the calendar. What you see here is a flat version of the calendar. And if you notice the lavender column in the middle, that is the core of the calendar. It is numbered from 1 to 260. In the middle, we have the lavender squares, which indicate core days. We are in the core of the calendar. We are in the core of ourselves. This is where we balance. This is where we reset. This is where we go into who we are. And during this time, we prepare for deep transformation. The 27th and the 28th is the center of the calendar, the mystic void. I always talk about the moon being void, of course, and how we do not start anything new, and how we focus on ourselves, our inner work, completion, things of that nature. The galaxy does that as well during the 27th through the 28th. We are in the mystic void. We can get to the heart of ourselves, to the core of ourselves, and to the core of the universe. Ashe, give thanks. What a moment that we can make magic in our lives. Today, we are tapped into the heart chakra. We focus on unconditional love, acceptance, and forgiveness. What needs to be accepted that you're not accepting about yourself? What needs to be forgiven? Can you forgive yourself for things that you have done? Or can you forgive others for what they have done for you? This frees your energy up. Accepting yourself, knowing who you are, allows you to be able to know where you want to go. Some oils and herbs that help you tap into the heart chakra: lilac, violet, elemi, and rose. The crystals are jade, rose quartz, malachite, and peridot. We are also tapped into the sacral chakra today, where we focus on creation, money, sexuality, reproduction in any way. It's important to be able to feel like you can create and feel into your body and able to express love and passion with other people. To tap into the sacral chakra, you can use your carnelian, jasper, bloodstone, and hematite. Some oils and herbs are geranium, sandalwood, jasmine, and patchouli. Today is Saturday. Today are Saturn days. Today we can set intentions and rituals on order, on protection, obstacle breaking, and discipline. Today we are in the full moon energy in Virgo. When we are in the sign of Virgo, we pay attention to details. We focus on how we can serve ourselves and others. This is when you set your intentions for painstaking work and working on your diet and health. Really important because you add that with the fact that it is Saturday. We can break obstacles today with Saturday. With Saturn, we can protect ourselves. We can tap into discipline. So this is a beautiful full moon energy. We are at the peak. We get illumination. We're going to get confirmation. The moon is fully illuminated. So everything we've been working on since the new moon in Aquarius, we'll see where we stand. We'll also see the culmination of things we started 6 months ago when the moon was new in Virgo. So some of the programs that I have going on are core days. Core days is getting to the core of the calendar and into your core. We work on meditation, journaling. We have guided meditation, yoga, Reiki, and more. I'm also offering my Venus journey. We focus on love, especially with Valentine's Day. But do we ever focus on how to love self first? When we love ourselves first, we know when we are engaging in loving situations with other people. We have situations that have happened in our life that made us have certain beliefs on love that have blocked us from moving into loving situations. In the Venus journey, we talk about what your Venus signature is, how your Venus in your astrological chart makes you, how you love toward the outside world, how you love toward yourself. And we work on how to break those blocks, how to self love so you can love outwardly. So you know when love is coming to you, that is love, to accept it and to move in it. That's the Venus journey. Mayan Moon Mondays. Every Monday on Zoom, I talk about the calendar happenings for the week. And if you like this information, we do a whole week's information on Mayan Moon Mondays via Zoom. And last but not least, the Mayan birth reading. You have a place on the chart. Everybody has a spoke on the medicine wheel of life. How do you start things? Are you an initiator? Are you a refiner or an adjuster? Are you a transformer? Are you a harvester? How do you move within the world? What are your powers? What are you born with? What have been your challenges thus far? And what have you overcome? What are you going to overcome? A Mayan birth reading is the best place to start. You get a lot of information about who you are, and you also get information on how to manage who you are. So, a birth reading is something I would definitely recommend. I'm the Sacred Empress Alitash, your melanated Mayan mystic. Thank you so much for listening. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you're not following me on these places, please do so right away. You also have a link to some of my products and services. Please take a look at that as well. Thank you for your time, peace, love, and blessings. Oh, by the way, I do have a post on TikTok where I am giving you a little information about your Mayan birthday. So take a look on my TikTok page at the Sacred Empress Ali Tosh and hope to see you there. Peace and love.